Hi guys, it's Dan from Dan's Best Tech. Dear Microsoft, your Surface Book 3 is great, but why no Thunderbolt 3? Let's talk about that. So the 13.5 and 15-inch Surface Book 3s with their 10th gen quad-core CPUs are finally announced and ready for purchase. I've always loved that you can detach the screen from the keyboard and use it like a tablet. Although the base 13.5-inch model starts at $1,600 for the 10th gen Core i5 processor, 8GB of RAM, and a 256GB SSD, this base model lacks a dedicated GPU that makes this 2-in-1 so unique. Therefore, for the 13.5-inch model, I recommend that you at least upgrade to the $2,000 version with a dedicated GTX 1650 Max-Q, Core i7 CPU, and 16GB of RAM. The graphical upgrade is well worth it, but it will still only come with 256GB of storage. You can upgrade the storage to 512GB along with the RAM to 32GB, but it will cost you $2,500, and bumping up to a 1TB SSD will cost you $2,800. That's $3,000 after tax. The 15-inch version starts at $2,300, which is also pretty expensive, but it includes the GTX 1660 Ti Max-Q out of the box, along with 16GB of RAM, a 256GB SSD, and the 10th gen Core i7. Additionally, this version can be upgraded to the Quadro RTX 3000 GPU for CAD. Regrettably though, this version is only available for businesses and will cost you $3,500. Ouch. Now let's quickly touch performance. I'm hearing some people complain about the low 15 watts 10th gen processors. To me, these should be decent. Most applications I use for CAD, video editing, and even gaming mainly rely on the GPU more than the CPU, but I'll be able to test more thoroughly once I get the laptop in hand. As for the GTX 1650 Max-Q and the 1660 Ti Max-Q graphics cards, these cards would be great for gaming at 1080p, which is super exciting, but if you want ray tracing, you'll need to look elsewhere, maybe towards the Razer Blade 15 or the Asus Zephyrus G14. And I'm happy to say that the Surface Book 3 now includes a power supply that will keep it juiced while gaming. As for ports, these are mostly unchanged. There is no Thunderbolt 3 port for eGPUs or super fast external storage. Microsoft says that these ports aren't as secure as they could be. Maybe I can convince my job that our current laptops aren't safe with their Thunderbolt 3 ports and for us to get $3,500 Surface Books. On the plus side, unlike Apple, Microsoft does give you a larger variety of very common ports like USB-A and the USB-C port I was talking about, and a super fast UHS-2 SD card reader. Additionally, there is a Surface Connect port if you want to use Microsoft's proprietary dock. So what else can I say? There's a 1080p webcam, which is better than any 720p webcam on the Macbook Pros. There's Wi-Fi 6 support for faster than 1 gigabit speeds, something else that's lacking in the 2020 MacBook Airs and Pros. And again, I love how you get a dedicated GPU in a 13-inch laptop, also lacking in the 13-inch MacBook Pro. And the battery life is rated for over 15 hours. The MacBook Pro is only rated for 10. So the Surface Book 3 has some advantages over the MacBook Pros, but is it the perfect buy? For me, I'm looking for a new laptop with a 1TB SSD, a dedicated graphics card, and at least 16GB of RAM. A Thunderbolt 3 port is a nice to have if the laptop already has a GPU, so I could technically live without it. What I don't like is the price. To get that 1TB SSD, Microsoft wants $2,800 on the 13.5-inch model. Even Apple will only charge you $2,000 to get their 13-inch 2020 MacBook Pro with a 1TB SSD. You just lose the dedicated graphics, touch, and a detachable base. But the Asus Zephyrus G14 meets all my requirements and is available for $1,450 or half the price. That said, the G14 doesn't include a detachable touchscreen, something I know my wife will love and enjoy on the Surface Book 3. To conclude, do I think the Surface Book 3 is overpriced? Yes. But no other laptop has a detachable base like this. I love the detachable design, its varied port selection, its 1080p webcam, its support for Wi-Fi 6, its dedicated graphics option, and its superior battery life. But if you don't need a detachable keyboard, want the best value, or need Thunderbolt 3, I would look elsewhere. I'll be getting this laptop soon, so let me know if there's anything you'd like me to test. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell icon, and I'll catch you in the next one.